run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? It creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Hey, wahoo!
Looking to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 3rd down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Oh, what a move. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Hey, Charlie!
2nd and 4. Looking here for Smith downfield. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Hey, Hayward!
From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
Set, 8, read. Double dog, that's the way. 6-6, pull it high. Get it.
Freeman again, a first down carry. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 45-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On play action, they'll throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Blake. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans 16.
Alpha. 57.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
Say. 80 weapons. Hey, team 6.
2nd and 9 now. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Alert 3, alert 3.
Now Howard, and an alley to run. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Here's Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school, he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They'll drop the throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
Check 26, check 26. Mike, get down.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. An update from around the league as our first one comes from New Orleans, and it's an early lead there for the Saints. Jacoby Brissett leading the charge offensively. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
64, weak. 5.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Second and 5. That's complete right around the 8. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Hey, shoot. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Get it.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. 3rd down and goal now, and this Houston defense not backing down. They'll look for one more stop. They'll try to run this one in, and he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Falcons push further out in front. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
He's coming. We got double up.
They'll try and run with their fullback. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Well, they changed things up on 1st down trying to throw the ball. Incomplete. So they come back on 2nd down and say, forget that. Hand it off to the big man. And he ends up making it a manageable 3rd down.
3 bud. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the 1st.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
To throw is Watson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Watson. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's another Texans 1st down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now they try the right side here. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. 2nd and 14. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman will have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. They'll set up a throw. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Let's go now. 8, read. Hey, Sam off. Check safety, check safety.
Now back to throw. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Back to throw, Watson. It's complete to Hopkins. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. He finds Hopkins complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there, because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
It's Waring, the tight end, with it. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a fourth down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Now Watson. Man open, that's Kiki QT, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
45.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can let it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
On the ready.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
Hey, Delta. 5.
Back to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Watson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Check 52.
They run with Howard, and he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Jordan Howard, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and it's now 13-7. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Check three. Hey, high 7.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Not able to go anywhere that time. Second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. The catch and run good for 24 yards.
X3, 218, chop, ready.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Second and 13. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 41-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready. 18 Gator, pilot, 64, weak. You got block me. 25, check 25. Hey, lock it. Hey, orbit. Shoot.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Here now is second and 10, again from the 41. And to give this time to the tailback.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Falcons on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Give him 3 yards there, as that'll take us to 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
To throw again on second down. Watson is going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. Watson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. And an alley to run. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans.
Here we go. Here we go.
Off of play action, it's Watson. And the pressure gets to him again.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson, going deep for Hopkins. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead here in the 4th. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And I hate to point to that missed field goal from their last drive, but you look at the scoreboard, they would be in the lead if they had that 3.
Well, no doubt those points or those missed points do loom large, but here they're getting a chance for a makeup, aren't they? Almost like my time in school, I was always begging my teachers for a makeup exam. Here's their opportunity now to put those points on the board.
And every point becoming more vital here in the second half. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Christian travel. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Hey. You're out. Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
2nd and 1. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Blake. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd down, it's Freeman. Well, Freeman was trying to work his way forward, but I don't think he got there. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
You won't see me in your nightmares, son. X3, 218, chopper. Get it.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown as it'll remain a 5-point ball game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So they go from 142-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. And an alley to run. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
They'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Back to throw. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And the lead is now 2. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Good work, boys. Go. Let's go. 25-yard line. Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'd be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Texans, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the back. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in a ice cream whip, triple school. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play with me. No conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. Wanna run to the bed until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the jet.